keep at least one can so we could show them what we use. Is there a can in the cupboard?
That was the last 2 months.
Oh well. Do you remember what the brand is?
It was Members Mark.
Okay, just tell them that and tell them now in case you can get it.
Well, you can get it anywhere. This specific brand was Members Mark, but you can get it, the canned chicken, anywhere.
And she's going to get up and show you how we do it while I find the strainer and strain the potatoes and put them in on butter so that we can make mashed potatoes.
A tablespoon of the Montreal chicken seasoning. 1 pack of roasted onion seasoning.
Yeah. And as far as our mashed potatoes, we've already told you that we use 1 stick of butter and the potatoes with no liquid in it. I don't like diluting my potatoes. I like the taste of them undiluted. And as far as stuff we've got out and ready, my Keurig coffee, check. Gotta have my coffee peeps.
There's the flour.
We may be kind of disorganized today, but forgive us because I've had a rough last 2 weeks. Having had pneumonia, it takes a lot out of you. And we're going to be frying these in bacon grease. We made bacon last night in order to save the grease.
Put a ½ cup of flour in here and a 1/4 cup of the cornmeal. Might have to add a little bit more flour. Let's get it all stirred up so you can see.
Yeah. And the key to making good mashed potatoes is as soon as you drain them, while they're still hot, do not let them sit. You go ahead and put them in on the butter and you mix them. And let me tell you something. God has given us such a beautiful day today. It is absolutely beautiful outside.
So you end up with 1 whole cup of flour and 1/2 cup of cornmeal mix, which what we're using is Martha White cornmeal mix. Self-rising.
We used to use just Aunt Jemima cornmeal, but since they went all political on us and they changed the entire image from Aunt Jemima to just something generic, a little history is that the woman, the beautiful black woman who created that company was the first female black millionaire And I believe it's wrong to erase that. And I'm going to be making some noise over here, peeps. But it won't take me very long. Can't afford to forget to salt the potatoes.
You gotta have salt in those.
Yeah, potatoes are very hard to salt because, I don't know, it's something about them that you can't hardly taste salt. Here goes.
And I use a fork to mix this because the chicken's kind of chunky. So this, I was telling them I use a fork to mix this because the chicken's chunky out of the can, so it helps to dice the chicken.
Yeah, it does.
Get it real fine. Favorite factory. Almost ready.
Perfectly smashed and perfectly salted.
Scoop about this big because then you flatten it out.
And I like cleaning these blades before I put them in the sink. That's like we cooks tend to gain more weight than those who eat our food. It's because we're always taste testing. One lick.
No.
I'm going to. And this is our beautifully mashed potatoes. Now these are easy to fix, and the 2 cans makes plenty for a family of 4 or 5. And
I make them at home. My kids absolutely love them.
And it was just a recipe that I thought of. It just came to me at night, which is when most of my recipes come to me, is at night. I swear I think it's a God thing. He says, since you ain't going to sleep, you might as well do something productive. And you just drop them in.
Yeah, I drop them in little balls about this size, and then you flatten them out, and they turn into little patties about that size.
And you just fry them until they're golden brown on each side.
Make it nice and crispy.
And the reason that I always serve them with mashed potatoes,
Yes.
and only mashed potatoes.
Because just like with chicken tenders, dip them
You
in the mashed
dip
potatoes.
them in your mashed potatoes. Or I have taken and put a dollop of mashed potatoes on top of them and just ate them with a fork.
Make a little sandwich. Like a little chicken patty sandwich.
Yeah, and boy, it's good. And when you use bacon grease to fry them in, it gives them a little added oomph that they're not going to have without it. I mean, you can make them using oil if that's what you prefer. But me, my family, a lot of them have lived to be into their 80s and 90s, and every one of them used lard. It's better for you than oil. And even olive oil, which a lot of people can cook with, I'm too impatient to use olive oil because it's got a very low heat point average. And the lower the heat point average, the longer it takes to fry in it. And I like to fry mine a little quick. And while she's doing that, I'm going to wash up the dishes we've dirtied.
There's 3 down.
Kind of keep the kitchen clean as we go.
This pan can only really hold 3 at a time because once you smush them out, it takes up the whole pan.
And kids really love this food, and just don't tell them it's good for you.
Yeah, if they're picky, but they love chicken. Which it seems like all kids love chicken. It's like, even if you got a picky kid that don't want to eat anything but chicken tenders all day long.
You can do this
They'll like it because it's chicken. They'll eat the crap out of it, believe me.
And all you have to really do to make them think it's from a restaurant is slice them in even slices after you fry them. They'll buy it that it was bought at a restaurant.
Well, taste tester's here.
All right. Yes, darling. And we've got you some stuff to taste test. We wanted to make sure it was all good and hot for you.
Let's see what it is.
Oh, we're gonna get you some mashed potatoes now.
Yeah, you've got to try them with the mashed potatoes. Hold
They're
on.
definitely still hot.
What are they?
chicken patties.
Okay, because I don't have my glasses on. I'm like, what are they? How's my glasses? I gotta get my glasses out of the car. Chicken patties.
Yes.
What did you ground up the chicken?
You don't have to. It's canned chicken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
And this is a way of fixing it. And you always want some mashed potatoes with it to dunk them in.
Okay, canned chicken and what? How do you bind it all together?
A cup of flour, a half a cup of cornmeal, and 1 egg, and a teaspoon of Montreal chicken seasoning.
And Lipton onion
And a pack of Lipton onion seasoning.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on camera, darling.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna dip it in the mashed potatoes,
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
that's the best.
That's the best way.
What a surprise that is.
Isn't it amazing?
Mmm.
And it's a cheap meal. Fairly cheap.
And it does not taste like canned chicken.
Two
No.
cans. Two
You don't
cans.
taste that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Two cans gives that much
The
stuff.
regular cans or the bigger cans?
The bigger cans, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
it's,
like the.
it's the Members Mark brand.
Yeah, you can
which
use it with
is
any
from
canned
Sam's
chicken.
or Walmart.
Oh, that's really good. Mm-hmm. You could not taste that, kind of like that tuna
Yeah.
chicken can thing.
I don't-
It tastes just like,
And you can make tuna patties this way too.
people would like that. Certain.
It
My
is
kids
very
love 'em.
good.
Mmm.
My kids absolutely love them.
These are really good. Mm-hmm.
So,
They'd be good on a bun
Yeah.
with lettuce and mayonnaise and pickles and
yeah.
that's a 10 and a cheap one, cheap meal.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
fairly cheap to make, and I mean you get a lot out of 2 cans. I mean I made 6 already, and there's still
Mm.
a bunch left.
There's enough that you can make a meal for anywhere from 6 to 8 people with it.
That's good. Okay, so you're just frying them like a hamburger.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You just put them in there in little dollops, and we're using bacon grease. And so now you have it, people.
That's good, very
A
good.
quick,
That was a
easy
surprise,
recipe.
ladies and gentlemen, because when I first heard about it, when I came around the corner, I thought, oh,
Yeah.
but they're good. They're a 10 out of 10. I'll make these. Mm-hmm.
Good.
It'll be in my new list of things I make. That's good.
And once we take,
It'd be so good on a sandwich.
oh, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it
Or
makes,
alone with mashed potatoes or macaroni and cheese potato salad, you know.
and it's like we told them,
Mm.
if your kids only want restaurant food, you can always slice them in even slices after you fry them and make them think they come from McDonald's.
Or do
Oh
you
my
have,
God, you could use cookie cutters.
or one of those picky kids that only loves eats chicken nuggets all the time.
Yeah.
Chicken.
You could kind of mash them out and use
Yeah.
cookie cutters and then fry them.
Oh, that
Stars,
makes it
hearts.
great around Christmas time. Let me tell you, we've
These would be
already
good.
thought about that.
My 2-year-old grandbaby and my 5-year-old grandson would like them. Both of them would like them. So
Yep. They
your
are,
kid approved.
Yeah.
and they are very healthy.
Those are good. I wouldn't really change them in any way.
That's my thought too.
Wow.
Now, we used to, before we discovered Montreal, we only used the Lipton onion soup mix in them. But we discovered the Montreal and gave it an added flavor, and we like it better with the Montreal.
And they would be good dipped in ranch dressing and barbecue sauce and honey mustard and all the other.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, any kind of dipping sauce.
and they are delicious.
And
So,
yeah, that's a 10 out of 10.
so there you have it, and honey, honey, she's not Mikey. She doesn't eat anything.
Cappy's Kitchen has done it again. This is easier, quick.